TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9 hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey. Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mark. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go. We about to raise the bar. Wild Card Mark.
Yeah. Y'all know the deal. What's happening? It's your boy, Wild Karma in the building. It's I.O.W. Sports, Late Night Hour Edition, episode 278. And as you see, I'm joined here today by the homie MJ, who will be a mainstay here on the Late Night Hour Show until we get, he's going to be a mainstay on the Late Night Hour Show. So every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when you see my face, you're going to see MJ's face. That's my new co-host, player partner pimp. How you doing today, MJ?
Which way you at? Which way are you at?
That way.
That way. There we go. Okay. I'm pointing to my right, but you're to my left.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, man. How you doing? How's everything with the family?
Man, everything good, bro. Everything's good. Everything's fantastic. You know, lovely day in sports. Man, we had a lot of stuff go down over the weekend in sports. Some trades happening. And then, of course, today, the legal tampering in the NFL to really kick off NFL free agency kicked off today. So that'll be kind of a majority of what we'll talk about. We'll sneak in some WBC. You know, some World Baseball Classic. We'll sneak some of that in there. USA is 1-1, but I'm watching them right now. They're beating the dog snot out of Canada 12-1 in the bottom of the third.
They gotta.
Yeah.
They gotta.
Yeah, they got to. And if anybody's watching the World Baseball Classic, they got some interesting mercy rules. So don't be surprised if Canada can't make this game any close within the next 2 innings. This game will probably be over. But we'll get into that. But as always,
that's crazy, right? They got that rule.
Yeah, but I kind of like it though.
I do.
Like it.
I do too.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna sit here and just watch you just keep getting beat into oblivion. Let's just be done. And not to get off topic, but I think I like it, MJ, is because With some of these ball players, there are a lot of major leaguers playing in this World Baseball Classic. So the reason why I like the mercy rule is let these major players get, because it's kind of like their spring training. Let them get their innings in, beat the dog snot out somebody, and then go sit down. So
Yep.
I like it for that reason. Try to eliminate
Get your
injury.
days work in, and go have a seat, go hit the showers.
Oh, definitely. Go hit the showers,
Yep.
kid.
Yep.
But
Yep.
no, let's get the preliminary shit out the way. Y'all know the deal.
Yes,
That's my
sir.
player pimp, my partner, my man, 40 Water. I call him Silent Hill, TDS, 40 Water, 40, whatever it is you want to call him. Make sure you call him Silent Hill. Going over to YouTube, type in Hitchhikers. He's the one that blessed the show with the great intro. Local rapper out of Charlotte, North Carolina. So go show my player pimp some love. But of course, while you're over there on YouTube showing Silent Hill TDS his love on Hitchhikers at YouTube, show us some love. I.O.W Sports Network is the address for the YouTube, Facebook, and the Instagram. And please like, share, follow, subscribe, spread the news what we got going on. And then, of course, I.O.W Sports One on Twitter. You can catch us there. And then, hey, always Wildcard Marn at Twitter, KC Wildcard Marn. In any social medias you want to throw out there, MJ?
Only social media I am on currently is I'm on Facebook, obviously. Matthew J Jacko, JACKO. I am on Instagram at what the hell is it?
Oh damn, you ain't been on there so long. You didn't forgot the
No,
name.
it's MJJ129.
Yeah, you're gonna have to write that down because
On
you ain't been on there
yeah.
in so long. You probably don't even remember your login.
I don't. I go on IG.
Yeah.
Don't know the login. No.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Not,
it's all
I'm
good.
Not
It's
I'm
all
not even
good.
in the front. Not even in the front.
I know. Hey, it's all right, big homie. So what we gonna do is we gonna get you more well versed in the social network world because now you a podcaster. You on the other side now, pimp. You on the other side now, daddy.
And you know what, bro? Like I'm actually really excited about it.
Nah, I love it. I love it. Um, Shout out to Detroit Sports Talk. Shout out, what's up, Detroit Sports Talk? How you doing, pimp? Everything good? Cody Pender, what's up, Cody Pender? How you doing? Thoughts on Sean Payton in Denver? I tell you what, I'm a Kansas City Chief fan. I'll tell you this: Sean Payton is a hell of an offensive coach. He has his work cut out with Russell Wilson. He has his work cut out. The good
And they're talking about maybe trading away one of their top wide receivers. I heard.
Yes. I was about to say that. So you might lose a Cortland Sutton, who's the wide receiver that seems a little bit disgruntled. So I mean, but
Could lose Jerry Judy.
yeah. But I'll say this: um, you have, as of right now, you have Cortland Sutton, you have Tim Patrick coming back from injury, you have Jerry Judy, you got Javante Williams coming back from injury. You got some pieces on offense. Only thing is you lost a good piece in I think it was Dewan Jones, one of your D linemen, in free agency today, but you did pick up Zach Allen from Arizona. It's a slight difference in a little bit. We'll get more in depth, but overall, Sean Payton has his work cut out. This isn't New Orleans. New Orleans was a team that you can say for sure was built to be close to a Super Bowl contending team under Sean Payton for almost 10 plus years. Now he's going to Denver where he has a quarterback that has a lot to prove. I don't care what anybody say. Russell Wilson had a very trash, piss poor season last year. It wasn't all his fault, but
What did he have?
Hey, piss poor. It was Basuda. It was Smet.
There it is. There it
But
is.
no,
Schmet.
I know. But let's see what happens. I don't know what Cam Sutton brings to the Lions. Yeah, Cameron Sutton. He was a pickup signing from Pittsburgh over to Detroit, cornerback. Look, I'll tell you this, Detroit Sports Talk. You guys need cornerback depth. You got it. I don't know if he makes that much of a difference, but I'll say this: you're at least trying to address your problems. Cameron Sutton was solid. Obviously playing on Pittsburgh, solid defense, right? So, um, it's he won't be the only signing that Detroit's going to have in the secondary. I can promise you that.
No, no.
Yeah,
They were piss poor. They couldn't stop nobody last year.
Schmet.
Couldn't stop a nosebleed, even if you had cotton.
No, so that's for sure. But look, let's get into some of these things because over the weekend, man, one of the biggest things that went down, Chicago gave up their number one pick, gave it to Carolina. So they pretty much swapped first round picks. So Carolina now has the number one pick. Chicago has the number 9 overall.
Yep.
They also got a second round pick this year,
61.
a first next year, and a second in 2025, and wide receiver, that bad man, DJ Moore.
Who they didn't want to trade last year like during the season when they unloaded McCaffrey
Yeah,
and there was another player they unloaded.
yeah, Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson was one of their team players that they let go last year in the trade.
But they had I guess teams had contacted them, last year about it. And
Yeah, they were asking. Of course, you should. You should ask about DJ Moore.
No, he's off the table.
Yeah. So I mean, the moment that you was giving away Christian McCaffrey, that pretty much tells me that you're a true fire sale. So as they should. Other teams should have called for DJ Moore. But look, cheers everybody. I hope everybody grab your drink, got your little smoky smoke. Welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl Edition. It is time to get to it, baby. All right, so
I
Panthers.
got to my Pure Leaf, unsweetened,
I got your Pure
no
Leaf.
sugar.
Nice, okay. No Modelo for me tonight. I got some actually some Cheerwine ales from a local brewery here called Noda in Carolina. They're based out of Charlotte. So
There you go.
but no,
Nothing wrong with supporting local business.
nah, no doubt. So let me ask you this, MJ. Your first initial thoughts. Who won this trade when you first heard it go down over the weekend?
Initially off the rip, Chicago won the deal.
Mm-hmm.
You kept Fields. You got him a weapon. You picked up another number one. You moved back this year, to 9. You picked up a second this year at 61, and a second in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Right there off the door, that's a win. Whatever Carolina does with that first pick, whether they trade back again, which is a possibility, they're talking about trading maybe back to 2 or 3, try to get picks again. But Carolina, they need whoever they do draft. It has to be a home run.
Yeah, they got to hit on it.
It can't be a swing and a miss.
Yeah, how much right there?
They
got to hit on it.
They gave him a good haul to get him. You better make sure that whoever it is on your draft board that you aim for, you better make sure he turns into the stud that you need.
Oh, big time. I agree with you. And here's where I give Carolina Panthers their credit. Is because you take a gamble. You go get that number 1 overall pick, and there's at least 3 or 4 quarterbacks that most teams are going to have on their top big board at quarterbacks. And now the Carolina Panthers literally get the pick of your choice. Which one do we want? Now, here's my only drawback is I don't think they know who for sure they're going to go with. I don't think they know. And matter of fact, I'm not hearing reports that they know for sure that they're going to go. Obviously, at this point, now that you made the number 1 pick or you traded for the number 1 pick and you're not going to trade out, it's okay if you let people know who you're going to pick. I mean, it's no secret. I mean, if they're trying to play some little mind games with all the other teams, oh, we're going to take this quarterback. No, we're going to take. Then it's cute and all, but at the end of the day, if you're not showing any signs that you know for sure who you're going to go with, then why even make this trade? Because let's be honest, they were sitting at 9. You can't tell me that even if they even crept up to maybe 4 or 5.
Just as you're saying, I was putting up 4.
You know what I'm saying? They could have got that guy. That's all I'm saying. And so it's not like you had to go all the way up to number 1 to and say they do get Anthony Richardson. And I agree with you to a point, AP, because here's my thing. I'm not gonna say it's stupid, but I'm saying it's a huge risk because Anthony Richardson doesn't have a lot of quality starts or played in a lot of games. Now, I'm not saying that he can't play. It's just that when you don't play a lot in college and then you pretty much are coming out the next year, and we saw what he did at the combine, you can't ignore that. I get it. I get it. Because you've had something like that in Carolina before, Cam Newton. But the only thing I warn you about is Cam Newton gave you two years that were really worth something. Super Bowl year, his rookie year, Super Bowl year when he won MVP.
MVP. Yep.
Other than that, you got a lot of mediocrity out of that team, and it wasn't because of the defense.
And they pushed. They gave him every chance in the world, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah. And not trying to compare Anthony Richardson with Cam Newton, because if you look at Anthony Richardson's freakish athleticism, I think he's a notch above Cam Newton in athleticism, and they're both about the same size. So I give Anthony Richardson a slight edge on athleticism. But the only thing,
Do you know where Cam Newton started college? You remember he?
Yeah, Blinn. He went to Blinn. He junior college.
Seems how somehow Florida always comes up somehow, right?
Oh man, I don't know how that shit happens, dog.
You did it.
But no, look, not trying to compare Anthony Richardson with Blinn, but I'm saying, like, you've been down this route, Carolina, when you've got a freakishly athletic quarterback that has accuracy issues. You've done that before, and even though you're a fan of him, Matt, you got to admit the man has accuracy issues.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you something. He has a hell of an arm.
Yeah, he does.
Great on his legs. His decision making is questionable.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the throws he makes is questionable. Is he ready to start the NFL from day one? No. He needs to be coming and he needs to be
he needs to sit.
He needs to be coached up.
Yeah, definitely coached
a little while. Get the speed of NFL down. Then we'll see where we're at with him. Does he have the potential? Absolutely.
Oh,
is he gonna be a stud?
It's possible.
Who's possible? Who knows?
Yeah.
There's what 30, 31 teams that passed on Lamar.
Yeah.
All he did is went out and won an MVP.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that Anthony Richardson can't do it. All I'm saying is I'm with MJ. He has to sit. He has to learn. Now, if he's coming in week 12, 13 of the next regular season, this upcoming season, so be it. But he had the chance to at least sit and try to soak in information. Because the moment that you put him out there, if you put him out there week one, whatever team gets Anthony Richardson, you're going to be limited on offense. Like,
especially if he's drafted that high.
Yeah. You're just going to be limited on offense, and that's not a knock on him. Can he improve? Yeah. We've seen Josh Allen do it. That's what the comparison to. The comparison right now for him is Josh Allen, Cam Newton type quarterback that's going to have some accuracy issues up front, and you're going to have to coach it. You're going to have to, you're going to have to. There's no buts about it. But I'm looking at the Bears, and of course, initial mindset. I'm like, oh man, the Bears fleeced them. But I'll say this. You get the 9th overall pick. Obviously, you're not getting the quarterback. You still get a great pick for elite talent at 9, whatever it is. And here's the thing. The reason why you trade out of that spot is because, damn it, you have a lot of holes to fill.
Yeah, they could trade back again.
And they racked up a lot of draft picks making that trade, jumping out the one. And not only that, man, I don't think people understand how good DJ Moore is. DJ Moore just joined the Chicago Bears, and guess what? You know what's funny, MJ? You want to know what's funny? He just joined, and DJ Moore is already the Chicago Bears franchise leader in wide receiver yards. He has almost like 5,200 receiving yards, and he's already a franchise leader in receiving yards in the Chicago Bears team. That's how good he is. He just came in and just took over the number 1 slot.
And what? What, he played 3 years?
Yeah.
3 years in the league, I think, so far.
Yes.
Hell of a
DJ
weapon to go and get that man.
and
Because all that talk that was, are they going to keep Fields? Are they going to trade Fields? What are they going to do? Da, da, da.
which was crazy talk to even have.
Yeah. And as soon as they made that deal, it's like they went out and got this man a number one and draft capital to help this team out. That's a win-win.
And here's another kicker: the Chicago Bears got hella money to spend, and they've been spending money already.
Yep.
They've been spending money already in the free agency. So just to let you know what's going on, DJ Moore is 25 years old. Um, he's played. He's been in the league since 2018. All right. Rarely misses games. Played all 17 games this year and last year. 15 games, 15 games, 16 games. So he's very durable. All right. So he's played 80 games in 5 years. 21 touchdowns. Like I said, 5,201 yards. And look, we got to remember this was with Baker Mayfield. This is with Sam Darnold. This is with PJ Walker.
A little bit of Cam sprinkled in.
Yeah, Kyle Allen. You talking about just all kind of Joe Schmoes in a former MVP who's busted out, and this dude is doing numbers.
Shit, for all we know, Wildcard Mark could have thrown him a touchdown.
Man, I got maybe one game in me. I got one.
That's I got one left in me.
I got one.
One good one left.
Hey, but I take a 1 game check for the NFL. Go ahead.
I'll take the 1 game check of the kid that runs out and gets the
the
placeholder for the kicker.
Yeah, get the kicking tee.
Mm-hmm.
So, look. So, I know it's easy to go out there to say that the Chicago Bears fleeced them, but I think both of them address situations that they know they need to get fixed. Carolina knows they need a quarterback for the next 10 to 15 years. They get the opportunity to do that. And Chicago, they know they have many holes to fill. And one of them was getting a legitimate wide receiver. Now, I know some people say he's not a legit wide receiver one, but hey, say what you want. I seen DJ Moore up close and personal living out here in Carolina. The dude's a baller. I don't care what anybody says. And is he Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson level? Probably not yet. No.
Not many people are.
Not many people are. You're right. But he ain't far. He ain't far. He is not far from that level. So let's get
when that shit went down last year. I was hoping the Giants would be on. You would have been a great addition.
No doubt.
Great addition to any team.
So it's easy to say off of first guess or first thoughts and feelings on that trade. Chicago won, and I feel that way, but you can't replace the fact that if you don't have your quarterback and you go get him, and quite honestly, I think it should be C.J. Stroud if Carolina's jumping up to go get him. To me, he's the best prospect in this class. I know a lot of people like Bryce Young's throwing ability, which is nice, but come on, you got to be honest. He's too frail, and to play quarterback and take the hits that these guys are going to take, man, you gotta. You better be Stretch Armstrong, and the shit is just really not even affecting you, or you gotta have the ability to shake off some of these hits, man. You just got to.
Because you think about it, when you're in college, you're facing big boys.
Mm-hmm.
You go in the NFL, you facing grown ass men.
Mm-hmm.
Big difference, strength. You might see a guy in college that's 6'4", 300. But that same 6'4", 300 in the NFL is built like a fucking brick house. And when he hits you,
you down to go down. You bound to drizzle.
You go feel it.
You gonna feel it.
That helmet's gonna be like,
hey, and not only that, you're talking about a pro that literally can been in the game and knows the angles, knows the tricks, knows how to space, knows how to hit the. Come on, man. It's a different game. I know. I know playing SEC football is cool, but here's my problem with Alabama and Ohio State guys. They're surrounded by All Americans, so every person is elite on your roster.
They're all 4 or 5 star.
Yeah, they're all 4 and 5 star recruits. So you're surrounded by so much talent that you don't. It's so plush for you as a quarterback. You don't get touched. Now when
It makes it look so easy.
yeah, it looks easy. Yeah, that shit ain't easy. You and plus you got to remember you're going to a team that really needs you at quarterback because they have nothing else, and you're going to a losing team, and so not everything's going to be peachy. You're not going to have all pros surrounding you.
You're gonna have Chubba Hubba.
Yeah, shit ain't it ain't like that. FAKC, what's up, Chiefs? You see my Super Bowl hat, baby? You see it? That's two of them. That's two of them in the last 4 years. They better put some respect on our name, man. They better
Bro,
put some respect on our name.
do you want me to go get out my Super Bowl?
Okay, you
My
got
Super Bowl gear?
okay, Giants. You got Super Bowls. I know, but I'm saying we got three now. We starting to climb up there, bruh. We starting to climb up there, bruh.
I'm saying like I could go get my Super Bowl shirt too and show that Super Bowl champions. And
No need to brag. See, this ain't a
Nah,
Giants. This ain't a
nah.
Giants or Chiefs brag show. This is a sports show.
Nah.
And for those who just tuned in, make sure you're going over to I.O.W Sports Network on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and spread the word what we got going on. But no, let's get into some of this free agency frenzy because it's just gone crazy. So we already talked about the Carolina Chicago trade. What do you think about Jalen Ramsey going over to Miami, a third round pick and a tight end in Hunter Long, which I have heard nothing about no Hunter Long. Who is this guy?
That was gonna be my answer to you. Who?
I don't know who Hunter Long is.
No
No disrespect, Hunter Long. I mean, you're sitting behind Mike Gesicki. I mean, and Mike Gesicki is a solid tight end, so we don't know who you are, bro.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna disrespect him. Who the fuck are you?
Nah, don't do it like that, MJ. Nah, don't do it like that.
That doesn't say. All jokes aside, I don't mean it, Hunter. Sorry, not sorry.
We joking, but we kind of mean it, dog, because we really don't know.
Hey Hunter, if you're listening, I apologize sincerely. Fuck you. No, but for Miami, it's money. You know, that's all it is. They're paying him money. That's a great pickup for them in my eyes. But it's what Jalen Ramsey are you gonna get?
You know, that's fair.
To pair him up with, I think it's Xavier and Howard is his name.
Xavier Howard. That's a nice 1-2 combo at tight end. Yeah, Hunter Long. Shout out Tate Jones, Double J, the Man Cave Sports Podcast. Shout out to my guy over there, Double J. Yeah,
what up, Jay?
Who is Hunter Long?
Yeah, but that to me that's a good pickup for that division. You know, and if he could come back and play, let's say 85-9% of what he was, because I don't expect him to ever be 100% Jalen Ramsey anymore. But if he could give them a good 85-90%, because Miami, I believe, had a top 8 defense last year, maybe even higher.
Yeah.
You know, so to pick him up, I think it's a good move. What do you think about a third round? I think you said a third round.
Yeah, third round. Well,
and a backup tight end.
Yeah, and a backup tight end. And you know.
And honestly, that was probably just a roster move.
Well, I probably just to equal out the cap hit for both of them. But I'll say this: with Jalen Ramsey, him being 28, obviously he's a veteran. Absolutely, he's a veteran in the game. What said Ramsey and X ain't even the best cornerback duo in their own division. I mean, Reed and Sauce got a case to be made. They do. I hear you. I hear you, Smitty. But I'll say this. So Jalen Ramsey, who's about to be 28, well, he is 28. Obviously, when you're older in the game, you're wiser. But the only thing is he's been kind of that luster that he first came in the league with is starting to kind of fade off because he's shown the ability that, being an opportunistic cornerback he is, you leave him getting burnt sometimes. And let's just call it what it is. That
And
style of
and
play gets you, man, and gets
and
you in
what's funny,
trouble.
he'll get burnt and talk shit, and then get burnt again and talk shit.
And look, I'm not stupid. As a cornerback, because I played cornerback and I played safety in football in high school, you're going to get catches caught on you. That's just the fact of the matter is. Now the thing is, you ain't trying to give up the big plays, and lately he's been giving up some big plays. And if Joe Burrow had another second, he would have gave up a big play to lose the Super Bowl. So let's be free. Let's be real about the situation. He would have gave up that play because Jamar Chase was running straight down the sideline.
And that game would have been over.
Would have been over. OVA, over. So, look, Jalen Ramsey, I think he still has some in the tank. It's just that he has to turn down the big plays that he's given up lately. You got to turn that down. If that works out for him, and in Miami, it should. Here's one thing that I think nobody's really paying attention to. Vic Fangio, who's a good defensive coordinator, not a good head coach.
Not a good head coach. Let's get that out the way.
Yeah, let's get that out the way. He's a good defensive coordinator, so I'm pretty sure that he's going to have the ability to draw up some good defense because he's starting to get some pieces over there on that defensive side. If you really pay attention to what Miami's doing, because they obviously, and I think they also make this trade is because they don't have a first round pick that they have to forfeit. If you pay attention, they're starting to get defensive pieces to match what they're putting on offense. So don't be, and I'm not saying that they're going to win the East. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're going to be a contender in the AFC or Super Bowl contender. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is when you start spreading your money on both sides of the football and you're bringing in some good talent, eventually that shit has to come together. And that shit can possibly be some dangerous combination of what's brewing down in Miami. Let me ask you this, MJ. Were you surprised that they picked up that 5th-year option on Tua?
Yes and no. Not surprised because when Tua played healthy this year, he played very well.
He did.
He was up there as a top 6 quarterback. Maybe we say top 6, top 7 when he was healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But taking the headshots, that's where you start thinking, as an organization, is this worth it to, extend this guy? So it would be what, 2 more years because he's going into, I think, year 4. So they picked up year 5 would be next year.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So 2023 is year 4. 2024 is year 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might have picked him up as a gamble, picking up that 5th-year option, just in case they run into the case of, let's say, Daniel Jones, not picking up the option and then having like a mediocre, decent season and having to pay the man. As an organization, I would have talked to every neuroscientist, neurologist, doctor, gynecologist, foot specialist, you name it. I would have saw every goddamn doctor, even when it came down to a podiatrist. I talked to every goddamn doctor to get their approval on this man before you really pick up that option or pay him the money that you might eventually have to pay him if he is healthy.
And I think that's why they picked up that option because they missed out on well, I don't know if they even attempted to go get David Carr or even attempt to go get Aaron Rodgers. I'm not even sure if they
because they settled on fucking Mike Smith or the dude from the Jets. What was his name?
Mike White.
Mike White. He went there, or did he go to Tampa? I think he went to Miami.
Hefe KC, I like that too. It does remind me of Alex Smith. He's gonna make the right plays. He's going to be calculated on his risk, and he's not just going to be just just throwing the ball any and everywhere. So I kind of like that. Kind of like that comparison. But look,
Yeah, Jeff, what's that? Jeff KC. Long as he can stay healthy, as long as he can stay on the field and avoid those hits to the head or the hip, anything's possible with that kid.
man, that's a huge question mark, though. That's a huge question mark.
Huge,
Um,
huge.
I was actually kind of surprised that they did that because I mean, you got to have that conversation. You be like, bro, you took 3 concussions in one season, bro. Like, well, once you get one, you're pretty much bound to get more. And so, I mean, you're going to
Dude,
get hit.
you never know upstairs too, man. One tackle, it could be the most simplest tackle, and your lights could go out.
Yeah, and that's a scary situation. Another injury-prone quarterback, you should say, um, Jimmy G. His free agent stock was sky high last year, but found his way back to San Francisco. I don't think he had quite the buzz this year, but the Las Vegas Raiders do the Las Vegas Raiders things as they signed him to a 3-year deal. I think it was 64 million guaranteed. Uh, let me double check. It was a yeah, my bad. 3 years, 67.5 million deal, including 34 million guaranteed. So he's reunited with Josh McDaniels. Um, man, I don't know about you, MJ, but if I'm a Raiders fan, I'm like, wait, hold on. We just let go of David Carr's baby brother, Derek, who literally was our franchise leader in just about every passing statistic, and you weren't able to trade him, so you pretty much released him, and all of a sudden you replace him with Jimmy G, who is well known for being injury prone. Come on now. I'm sorry. I think you downgraded. I think you downgraded. You may be able to save some money, which is fine because Jimmy G's going to have to prove that he can stay healthy. But come on, you can't let Derek Carr go for Jimmy G. That's a step down
It
because
is. It is a
because
step down.
here's my thing. Here's my thing that I think of people need to notice about Jimmy G. See, Jimmy G plays well. He does. But he plays well when he's surrounded by a great team. He was on a
The
Super Bowl caliber
systems.
team.
You
That
look at
ain't
the
what you
systems
got.
he was playing in.
Yeah, that ain't what you got in Vegas. You ain't you ain't
I
got no
mean,
Super Bowl caliber built team.
he does. Listen, he got Devontae Adams, right? He's got Darren Waller.
Hmm.
Did they franchise Josh Jacobs?
Yep, they franchised Josh Jacobs.
Is Hunter Renfro still there?
Yep, Renfro's still there.
Okay, so you got a good nucleus there on offense. I don't know how their line is. Obviously,
Dookie.
not being a Raider fan,
It
I
ain't. It
wouldn't. I
ain't.
would. I wouldn't say. I don't think it would be too good. Uh, the only thing like Jimmy G really has on him is win loss record, and that could be based on where Jimmy G played.
Yeah, it's solely based on that. I mean,
Derek Carr is a solid quarterback. I'll tell you what, I would take Derek Carr right now over Daniel Jones.
yeah, that's fair. That's
And,
fair.
and and that's me being a Giant fan, and I don't like Daniel Jones. Didn't still don't like him.
Don't
Got- he-
chase
he's-
the Vegas crapped out on that Jimmy G signing. Yeah, I mean, I look.
oh yeah, you're right, Jay.
Look, I'm not trying to diss Jimmy G, but he's not going to a situation where it's cake for him. It's not going to be like that. I know he got some pieces on offense, but your offensive line is still shaking, and you got a defense that's not going to be able to get off the field. You're going to have to be in shootouts every week, literally shootouts every week, playing in Vegas, and
And that
I guess
division.
yeah, and that division is tough. I mean, look, I, I guess. I mean, Jimmy G's not going to care. He has a job, but that doesn't put the Raiders in contention, not even in that division.
It don't put asses in the seats.
Oh no, definitely don't do that. Definitely don't.
It does. It definitely does not move the needle.
Mm-mm.
Oh man, the Raiders got Jimmy G. Look out! No, no.
Nah, it's just like, oh shit, y'all downgraded, huh?
Like,
So I mean,
The Raiders got who? Oh, they got Jimmy G.
oh Jimmy
Huh?
G, oh yeah, they gonna be making no
Yeah.
noise.
Hey, yeah. All right, quarterback.
I don't know, man. That's a move that one baffles me.
It's one of these. Like, I ain't the smartest man, but
I know. Look, I ain't the smartest man, but come on. I mean, I don't know, man. Your Giants are making some moves. You got a couple. You got a couple linebackers you signed. Who'd you get? A Kerry K, if I'm pronouncing Bobby Kerry from Indianapolis. He posted a career high with 151 tackles last year. Chicago Bears will try to make a run at him. So if that means anything,
his last 2 years he had 300 and he had like 320 tackles the last 2 seasons alone. I didn't know much about the man. Like I saw the signing and then went up and looked about him. I went on forums about the Colts to try to find shit about him. What am I missing here?
he said Jimmy G living at the Bunny Ranch.
Jimmy G might as well own it because I think that guy died, if I'm not mistaken. Jimmy G has to have owner stake in that by
Four
now.
star Jimmy boy. Hey,
He will live and die by that name, and you know it.
yeah, he is. Oh man, I can't even. I think that's hilarious. But I mean, look, um, AP will be happy. They made sure Deron Payne is going to stay in Washington. He got a big deal.
Oh, he got paid.
Yeah, he
He
got
got
90
paid.
mil. Ooh, man, there's some big numbers getting thrown out there, man. Some big figures. Now one move that is curious that my Kansas City Chiefs made signed
Yeah,
uh,
the lineman,
yeah, they
right? The
signed the
lineman.
lineman. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I think it
I'm
was
looking at
Taylor Jones.
Tawan Jones.
Yeah, Tawan Jones, 4 year.
Tawan Taylor. Let me find
I
it.
know I'm over here butchering. I should even know his name, being a Chiefs fan, right? Tawan Taylor. Yeah, here it is. Jawan Taylor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were all over the fucking map
I
with
know
that.
we was all over the place. So
Jawan,
Jawan Taylor,
Tawan, Taylor, Whaler.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 4 year deal, worth 80 million, 60 mil guaranteed. Whew. Um, and
Now,
so,
would you rather pay him or obviously you letting Orlando Brown walk? I would imagine.
well, and see that's the thing. Um, because Andrew Wiley, our right tackle, just signed with Washington on a 3 year deal for 24 mil. I'm not sure what they're going to do with Jawan Taylor. I don't know if they're going to keep him on right tackle because he played right tackle for a majority of his time in Jacksonville. Um, it's been solid on the right side, but I don't know. But that does leave me with questions. So does that? I mean, you just gave 60 million guaranteed, 4 years, 80 million to a guy. Um, and he's solid, but you know what you have with Orlando Brown at left tackle.
Yeah,
Just helped you win another Super Bowl.
dude's a
And
stalwart on the line.
man, man, he did well. I mean, I crapped on Orlando Brown because I'm like, bro, you went into this year betting on yourself. Didn't want to take the long term contract. You felt you wanted number one left tackle number. I don't. I'm not saying he shouldn't get his money. I don't see his value as number one left tackle money, but I'm not going to shit on the guy. When he played and balled out, he kept Patrick Mahomes clean, and I can't front on that. So I don't know because I keep hearing talks that they want to make a trade for Laramie Tunsil. Um, and
Yeah,
looking at the
where is he in Houston now?
yeah, he's in Houston and
Yeah,
he's going to want to get paid.
Miami traded him to Houston. I think 2 years ago.
Yeah, but he's going to want to get paid too because he's almost done on his rookie deal. So not only if you trade for him, you're going to give up capital, and then you're going to have to turn around and pay the man. So you don't want to keep just giving up draft picks for tackles and then have them for 2 years and then don't pay them. I mean, you want to keep shopping for tackles all the time? No, not when you got a $500 million quarterback back there you got to protect. But look, I trust in GM Brett Veach. Um, Look, whatever he do, he probably sees something that we don't, and so I'm gonna rock with it for right now. But that was an interesting trade. But man, some crazy, crazy stuff has been going down. Let me ask you this, MJ: what team you think vastly improved the most so far over free agency frenzy?
But I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at teams. Well, for one, Bears definitely improved.
Yeah,
Picking up Tremaine Edmonds, and then they picked up Edwards, who also isn't that bad. Bills, I think they're going to regress. I have a feeling that's going to happen. Let's see who else.
Oh, you saying Bill's going to regress?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think Bills are going to regress this year, and unless they go out and do something, but their defenses they're hurting. Falcons picking up Bates.
yeah,
That was a
yeah,
huge pickup. Jesse Bates, he came from Cincinnati.
yeah. Nice safety too.
And I tell you what, I like Pittsburgh picking up Patrick Peterson. I think he's still got a little bit left in the tank.
You get the last few years out of him.
Yep. Let's see who else we got. Oh, and the Giants made another sneaky move, signing a defensive lineman for depth.
Yeah,
Raheem
Nunez
Roches. Yep.
And I can tell you about him. He's a former Kansas City Chief. I like his motor. I like his push. The only problem is that he gets buried in the depth chart because he has enough talent to make a roster. He just doesn't have enough talent to scratch the starting lineup.
He wouldn't be starting because they got Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams up front.
Oh yeah, but he's a solid reserve. He's a solid reserve. He's going to be able to give Leonard Williams a breather and give Dexter Lawrence a breather. He's solid. I think you'll like him, MJ, because I was actually surprised that Kansas City let him go. And I was hoping that they would keep him a few years ago, but since then he's been Tampa Bay for the last couple of years. But no, he's done well. No, I'm right there with you. Definitely the Bears got better, Falcons got better. So you're seeing some of these teams who are at the bottom.
Real quick, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm reading the ESPN list of everybody that signed.
Yeah.
If you see me looking down, Sam Darnold went to the Niners.
Yeah, that's a roster depth chart. But
yep,
we got to be honest. We don't know what we're going to get because Brock Purdy had the elbow surgery in the NFC Championship game, and Trey Lance coming off the ACL. So I think that's just have at least some type of quarterback option, a guy with NFL experience. So nothing major on that one though.
No.
Oh, Jerron Hargrave left field.
Yes. Good call.
And he went to San Francisco.
Big money.
Big. Look at it this way. So Philly was decent against the run last year. Now they lose Hargrave. Now he goes to San Francisco where they was slightly struggling at stopping the run. That's a huge pickup in my opinion. Getting Jerron Hargrave. I think that's a move for sure that'll make that defense that is already scary even scarier. But there might be an Iron Man out. I'm not sure how it's going to play out money wise out there in San Francisco, but that's a huge pickup. Yeah, you're right, Jay. Jonnu Jones went from New England to Atlanta, so he's a solid backup.
Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith. So he's a solid backup for Kyle Pitts. So, Atlanta's trying to get better, man. I think they still need quarterback. They already got rid of Marcus Mariota, so they're going to be in the QB market, whether it's Lamar Jackson or in this draft. So,
for sure.
Yeah, they're going to address that. They have to.
We got Texans signed Jimmy Ward.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad signing at all.
familiar with D'Amico Ryan as
Yep.
D coordinator.
Yep. Exactly.
That's a smart move.
Who else we got here?
I like that move because he can help advance Derek Stingley Jr. Let him
Which
get
I do like. I do like him.
yeah.
I do like him out of LSU.
Yeah, I like that move because you can help him teach. They can help teach D'Amico Ryan's uh, plan, defensive game, and advance him because Stingley's going to be nice. He's going to be nice. He's going to be one of those corners that's going to be talked about in a
Oh
couple
yeah.
years for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
And,
I like
and
that
I'm
move.
also looking here. Jameis Winston's gonna be getting paid.
8 million.
Yeah, it says 1 year, 4 million deal with incentives bringing the deal up to 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Really, 8 million to be a backup?
yeah. It can get up to 8 million, but I mean, hey, look, let's be honest, man.
Duke can still sling the ball.
Yeah, he can still sling it, but I'm saying like nowadays in the NFL, you got to make sure you got a solid backup option. You never know when your starter's going to go down. So, yeah, I mean, look at Chase Daniel. He's made a living off these $5-6 million deals per year to be a backup sitting on the bench
Yeah,
and sit
yeah.
in the QB room. So, um,
And where did Mike McGlinchey go? The lineman.
went to Denver.
Okay.
Yep, went to Denver. So there's some crazy moves that's been going on. But let's transition because World Baseball Classic is going on right now.
Yep.
Matt, wait first before we do that. I see you rocking that the Arizona the Wildcats gear, and you know what? There is some good Arizona Wildcat news that dropped today. OG, the OG Damon Stoudemire got himself a coaching job at Georgia Tech. I think that's big. I think that's big. I think there's. I'm not saying there's going to be an immediate change. Obviously, David Steinmeier has to get used to recruiting and all that stuff. But you take a guy
He
that used to be
was
in the pros.
he was a head coach in where the fuck was he? He was a head coach in college in California somewhere before he went back to the NBA. I forgot who he coached.
Yeah,
But before you get into your little thing about him, real quick, I have his Arizona jersey and I got his Toronto jersey, the old school purple Raptors jersey.
boy, Damon Stoudemire was nice, man.
He was my favorite all time college player.
Yeah. So I like the pickup because you get you a guy that's played in the pros, and he can teach these guys something that can possibly get them prepared for the pros for sure. So I like that move. One thing that we didn't talk about NFL real quick before we go to World Baseball Classic.
Yep. Yep.
I want to talk about this because as a Chief fan, I see this guy play twice a year. Austin Eckler requested a trade because he couldn't get a contract extension. The talk stalled, and I don't know if I'm not reading too much into it because if the Chargers, and I tweeted this earlier, if the Chargers are serious about contending, you make sure he doesn't leave the building.
Correct.
Austin Eckler is a Swiss Army knife. He is a fantasy football god, and I'm serious about that. He will get you 20 plus points per week in fantasy football. He's going to be high on my draft board next year. I guarantee you that because this dude, he is a Swiss Army knife. He could pass block, he could pass catch. He's good on inside zone, outside zone. He literally does everything you need as a running back. And at times when there were other players who couldn't show up because they couldn't stay healthy, like Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, the one consistent that was there all season on the offensive side of the ball with Justin Herbert, his name was Austin Eckler.
Yep.
So, as much as I would hate to see him not in a Chargers uniform, but if the Chargers are not smart about this, you're going to lose a great offensive weapon. Pay the man. All
They're
right.
gonna lose. They're gonna lose a top 5 back.
Yes, thank you. And look, I know.
And I'm not talking fantasy numbers.
Yeah.
I'm talking his numbers.
And what he does for offense, man. I'm telling you. Hey, look, I know a lot of organizations, and I get it. You're literally on giving a running back that second contract. I get it. But I'm telling you, this dude is 27, and the first first three seasons, he was sharing time with Melvin Gordon, so he doesn't have that true abuse on his body like a running back that's been in the league for 6 years. So you're still going to get some good prime years, 3 to 4 good prime years out of this guy. He's going to be a great weapon on another team if you mess around and don't get him re-signed. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And Jay says, what would you give up for Austin Eckler? Me, definitely, I would start with two twos. I could start right there. I could start the conversation right there and then see what they rebuttal, and then I could probably readjust, but I would start with two twos. I'd be willing to give up for Austin Eckler. I mean, the guy's a freak on offense. He's going to give you touchdowns. The man scored hella touchdowns this past season.
I'll even throw this one in.
Yeah.
If there was a team drafting late first round, like let's say pick 28, 29, I would even throw that, as a starting point. Okay, I'll give you, late first round and the fourth round pick for him.
That's interesting. A late first round and a third, I could probably do that. I'll move him for that.
Or like two twos, like you said. That's a good that's another good offer. Because running backs are a dime a dozen, but this guy, this guy's different. He's different.
He's very different. I mean, when I saw that, I'm like, oh shit, y'all better get this dude back in your camp, because if y'all lose him, y'all ain't serious about winning. Because I'm telling you, there were times this year, Keenan Allen couldn't get on the field. Mike Williams was in and out of the lineup, and Austin Eckler literally said, "Get on my back, let's go." I'm rocking with you, Justin. Let's go. So better make it happen. All right, let's get the World Baseball Classic.
Oh, so, just to get back to Jay, that's right, Pacific.
Coach at Pacific and assistant at Memphis. Yeah,
assistant at Memphis
with Penny Hardaway.
He's replacing Josh Pastner, who was also a player for Arizona. His father is runs a big AAU league out of Texas. Josh Pastner was a walk-on with Arizona. So it's just funny that he's replacing
an Arizona guy.
Yeah.
Ironic, man. Ironic. All right, so
let's get to it.
World Baseball Classic. USA is beating the snot out of Canada 12-1, bottom of the fifth. So Mercy Rule is about to probably kick in soon.
About to kick in, yep.
So they're going to go to 2-1. Beat Great Britain. They're going to beat Canada. Lost to Mexico. What do you think so far of Team USA? Are they living up to standards? Are they playing the ultimate game? Kind of give the audience a synopsis on how Team USA is doing so far, man.
I don't think Team USA is too much in shape for this.
Fair.
Coming off the regular season ending, late October, it doesn't look like they're in full form. Did I expect them to win the WBC? No, I didn't. I didn't have them winning, to be honest with you.
That's fair.
I got either DR or PR winning it.
Yeah, Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico looks silly, bro.
Even Mexico is. I think Mexico's been playing well too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Venezuela. They got stiff competition if they want to win this whole thing. They'll probably get out of their group. They'll advance out of their group. But after that, I don't know.
Yeah, it's looking kind of scary. And just to kind of back up what you're saying, because I kind of feel the same way. Because some of these guys right now, this is spring training time for them. So they're kind of using this WBC for the most part to kind of make their way back into shape to kind of get ready. Mexico gave the USA the Beats by Dre.
He's stupid.
Thomas Scott, shout out. What's up, Thomas Scott? How you doing, bro? No, that's funny though. I mean, you can't lie. Mexico they put a thrubbing on them. They beat them down. It wasn't even close. Yeah, Japan's a sleeper. Shohei Tony's been showing out so far. So even
His
Japan.
his his name should not be allowed on the late night hour report.
hey, I get what you're saying, but Otani, man, he's been showing out. Here's one thing.
You know Aaron Judge.
Nah, I hear you. I hear you, big dog.
No, you didn't.
Nah, I like how you snuck that in there though. But here's one thing that a lot of people may not notice on the WBC. It gives all these baseball players a chance to get seen by pro scouts.
Yeah.
And here's a cool story that I saw. So a 21-year-old Nicaraguan pitcher named Duque Herbert. And now listen to these names. He struck out Juan Soto, Julio Rodriguez, and Rafael Devers
Consecutively.
consecutively. And this is what I love about the WBC because it gives some of these guys to get seen by pro scouts. So
And what happened?
this 21-year-old kid from Nicaragua got signed to a minor league deal. And now he has an opportunity to make his way to the pros because of the WBC and just him performing well. So this is what I love.
Right on spot.
This is what I love.
After the game.
Right on spot, yes, right on the spot, right after the game. So I know a lot of people, give kickbacks to the WBC, like, oh, why are they doing this? This is booty, this is duh. Look, this is why, because I love this. A 21-year-old kid from a third world country gets an opportunity to possibly one day make generational wealth that he can take care of his peoples. You gotta love opportunities like this. You gotta love hearing stories like this. So this is a purpose on why you have the WBC. So I love it, man. I absolutely love it. What you feel about it, MJ?
I'm a big baseball fan.
Yeah.
That's always been my favorite sport. But getting to watch, different countries, play as hard as they do. This is amazing time watching baseball.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are out there, not only playing for themselves, but they're playing for pride for their countries that they're representing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the Olympics.
Yeah.
But just for baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could see by just the reaction of the crowd, reaction of the dugouts, the players, when a big play happens, that's the type of things you want to see in professional sports. So for the World Baseball Classic, for me, it could be good and it could be bad for major league players because granted you could get hurt in spring training also, but them being away at the WBC and getting hurt stings a little bit more. In my opinion, like like I said, I know it's going to happen. Injuries could happen anytime, anywhere. But you would rather it be in like your own facility rather than oh, he was pitching pitching against Mexico and he fucking blew his shoulder out.
I feel you.
Well, why was he pitching against Mexico? That that type of thing. But United States, they don't have their ultimate A team. They're missing guys. That didn't go play with them. So anything could happen. But I don't expect them. I don't expect them to win.
Yeah. So I mean, not for you.
Oh, dude, come on, bro. Really, really, bro. Man.
Nah, I love it.
Hey, Thomas, who do you root for?
Sound like he's a Jets fan. No, I'll say this though. No, we'll see what happens with Team USA in this World Baseball Classic.
Oh, he's a Jet. Oh, he is a Jet fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't be I won't be shocked if USA doesn't pull it off. Oh man, he's out until All-Star break. I didn't know that.
No, he had off season Tommy John surgery, I believe.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Nah, man, we'll see what happens with Team USA. I won't be shocked either way if they get booted out or if they win the whole damn thing. I don't know. I won't be upset. Obviously, being an American, and you want USA to win, but it is what it is. We can't
Got to
win it all.
keep
We can't
you
win
got you got to
everything.
keep it real sometimes.
Yeah, there's some. Hey, because the boys in the Caribbean play ball every day, bro. Like Puerto Rico, DR, Venezuela. They're gonna put out some good teams. Japan's gonna be some good teams. So, I
And the
mean,
thing is,
it's
a lot of these other countries,
yeah,
a lot of them played together a lot.
that too, that
The
too.
mixture from the United States teams is a much broader spectrum.
Yeah, playing on
Trying
other
to,
teams.
granted, the United States has a stacked lineup when you see it, but
Oh yeah, they got major leaguers too, but here's the deal. Here's what I really love about the World Baseball Classic. It kind of evens the playing field because there's major leaguers on just about every roster. There's going to be major leaguers on DR for sure, Puerto Rico for sure. There's going to be some major leaguers on Japan. So I mean, they're going to be able to fight firepower with firepower, and we can't forget that there's baseball leagues in Japan. There's baseball leagues in DR. There's baseball leagues in Puerto Rico. So
you see who just went inside to Japan?
yeah, Trevor Bauer. and
Yep.
and let's be honest, he only went over there because I think what the deal is. There's teams that don't want to touch him right now because of his situation. But I'm telling you this: he goes over to Japan and he balls out. He'll be back in America next year.
I
Trust
agree.
on that.
I agree.
Trust on that. All right, folks. Man, that's our show. That is our show. Shout out to the big homie MJ for chopping it on my co-host tonight. And like I said, hey, expect to see my face and MJ's face on every late night owl episode from the foreseeable future. And then we got something cooking with MJ, a little baseball show. We gonna get that rolling out closer to opening day. So we got that in the works. Hey, I'm telling you, you better pay attention what's going on over here at I.O.W. Sports. We always collabing with 613 Faye Productions. My boy Jake Jones, him
Shout
and
out
G
to Jake
Money
Jones.
over there at Man Cave Sports Podcast. We also collab with Man Down Sports Show, the fellas over there with Mel Wall,
Shout
Jay,
out to Melvin Wall.
C3, Kaz, Man Down Zo. So we always doing collaborations too. So always keep your eyes peeled out what we got going on. Always follow us on I.O.W. Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, YouTube channel where all the content is stored. I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. Man, it's been real. Great show tonight. And guess what? Man, we gonna catch y'all later. All right? Same time
Yes, sir.
tomorrow for episode 279. Peace, y'all.
Yeah. Come on. Silent Hill TV, yes. Hitchhikers. Yeah, smoking so much dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers, know to cross the scene is dangerous. Aggressive like behavior, couple monsters from my neighbors. Resisting human nature, persistently getting greater. Bloodshed like the Terminator. Fire up the green, I need it, increase the dopamine. Feel better, so I kill better. Doped up of cocaine. Roaming like I never had a home, so I'm all alone. Smoking bones down the chromosome till the filter's gone.